Do you believe Tom Brady is somewhat jealous of Drake Maye and or the Patriots' success this season? It's early, but 59% yes. And Courtney, you're saying Greg was on this early.
Greg was on this. I forget what the cut was, but Brady...
It was a Tommy Trader shirt.
But he was talking about Drake Maye, and Greg said, I don't think that he's doing it on purpose. I think it's a subconscious thing where it's not that Brady ever needs to be threatened that anyone could overtake what he did in New England and with the Patriots. But maybe it's been so long where we've had another quarterback where people have been loving this much, where he feels a little territorial.
Now, texter, 413 texter, Greg is spot on. Brady had fought his whole life to be number one. He wasn't in college. He wasn't in the draft. He always had to compete for the starting job for Bill. Now, Maye is setting records early and getting recognition he didn't have when he first took the job. Green is not a good color on Tom.
Greg had this take when Tom gave his MVP pick was Matthew Stafford and then doubled down on Stafford as the MVP.
Nailed it.
Interesting. So, Curtis, I mean, I know this is a sensitive subject for you. I'm not trying to poke you. I'm not trying to get you rattled.
Oh,
do you think Brady, though, is a little bit just jealous, just a little bit bothered? Yes or no?
Not even in the slightest.
You don't think that it's even a back thought in his mind that Drake Maye is...
He's taken dumps more accomplished than Drake Maye.
You said Drake was ahead of him in year two.
Ken, these are all... What you do is you're like the worst Kristen Welker I've ever seen. Like, you try and take three different responses and put them into one sentence from different times. Tom Brady is a psychotic competitor. So he doesn't give other people... Look at all the backups. Look at Jimmy G talk about Tom. When he was working with these guys that he perceived as a threat or was working to try and keep his job, he didn't give the state secrets. Tom Brady has won 7 Super Bowls. He was begged by this organization to come back. If he really wanted to plant his flag as the guy, he would have come back on Monday Night Football like Mike Vrabel did at halftime and done that whole statue unveiling then.
Do you believe he's watched only 15 plays of Drake Maye?
No.
Why is he lying?
Because he doesn't want to talk about it. I have no idea. I
think that if it didn't bother him at all, he'd give all the flowers to New England, and he would say, "Of course, I'm rooting for the Patriots. I'm picking the Patriots. Like this is my, everything. That Super Bowl is something that I think about so often. The Patriots and Seahawks. So of course, that's the team that I'm going to ride with in this Super Bowl. The fact that he's like, I don't have a dog in this fight, and the fact that he's going on to say I only watched 12 plays of Drake Maye makes me question if he's thinking about it even a little bit. And again, you could say that he takes more accomplished dumps than Drake Maye will ever be. Has. That's fine. But I just think that there is something in his mind, and maybe it is the competitive nature, that he does not love how much shine Drake Maye is getting.
But Courtney, you know beef-splaining as well as anybody.
Yeah.
And so this organization, Tom took less for a generation. He was the only one. Now in hindsight, we now know Tom Brady was the centrifugal force of which the championships were dependent upon. Because in the absence of Tom, it's been far more about settling scores and getting a P corner than it has about winning until they brought Vrabel in. You would agree with that. Mm-hmm. Bill Belichick was not focused simply on winning. It was about getting his cronies in and doing what he wanted. Winning was great if it was also there.
Yep.
Tom Brady was never that way. And so you have Tom Brady.
Alex Guerrero.
He helped him win.
I know, just saying.
And so if you're Tom, you give 25 years here, and then you leave immediately and win a Super Bowl, and you hate that you had to leave. You were crying on Robert Kraft's driveway in Chestnut Hill because you couldn't believe that till the end the owner sided with the coach and not the quarterback.
Right.
And so now you're being asked to praise these people? Tom is the most competitive person ever. If you want to understand Tom Brady, go watch Michael Jordan's Hall of Fame induction speech in Springfield. It is gripe after gripe. It is bitch after bitch because those guys are predicated upon finding new enemies to be better than they were the day before.
But everything you just said explains exactly why he has a dog in the fight. Like that to me is clear as day. You cried when you weren't going to be coming back to New England. You loved it here. You love Mr. Kraft. You love Mike Vrabel.
But why don't you think, Courtney, that fans here have gotten enough from Tom Brady? Does he really owe fans like he wants?
He doesn't owe us anything.
But then why does it bother you?
Because I think it's crazy. I think
crazy?
That he says he doesn't have a dog in the fight. Anybody nationally, not
He's
even
an
in New
owner
England.
Of the Raiders.
Who cares?
What do you mean?
The Raiders aren't in the Super Bowl.
Well,
so the fact that he's the owner of the Raiders means nothing to me. The fact that it's Patriots or Seahawks and he's saying he doesn't have a dog in the fight is asinine.
I would rather him say, I'm rooting for Clint Kubiak. He's going to be my next coach. That would have been at least understandable.
But we really are pathetic people as fans.
We
if
really
we demand more from a guy,
I think it's kind of pathetic that Tom Brady said he doesn't have a dog in the fight. That's what's pathetic.
It's sad.
No, I'm not saying Tom Brady's pathetic. It's pathetic that he said that.
It's pathetic that he said that he doesn't have a dog in the fight.
If this wasn't Tom Brady, you would have the exact same take as any of us.
Exactly. Tom Brady is different than any athlete that's ever played here at any time. He's serious. I'm sorry. He's Tom Brady.
Can we go to the phones?
7 championships. I know. And the guy that you guys love forced him out the door.
Let's go to Johnny and Gardner, the Silver Fox. Hello, John. Good morning.
Bless your heart there, Kenny. Good morning, good folks. This is somebody being political. I'm not saying Tom is thinking about being a literal politician, although I wouldn't rule it out. But this is Tom trying not to piss off anybody and be nice and everybody love Tom.
John, you're totally wrong on this. The political answer would have been go Patriots, because everybody would have said you played for the Patriots. No big deal.
You think he's jealous, John?
Huh?
You think Brady's jealous?
I think he's trying to be political, trying not to piss off people on either side.
That didn't work. Courtney's all riled up.
Well, and then there are people in Twitch right now being like, he works for Fox. He can't say anything. What are you talking about? Gronk works for...
They literally have a segment about picking the game.
Right.
If this was the Bucks and the Seahawks, he would be like, Tampa was great. I spent 3 years there. We won a title. I'm rooting for the Bucks. They were
when
so
the Bucks
good to
played
me.
the Patriots early in the year, he tweeted out a photo of him in a Bucks uniform.
Ooh, good point, Sean. Let's go to Chad, New Hampshire. Hello, Chad. Good morning.
Hey, guys. Great show.
Thank you.
I just wanted to comment on Curtis, and I'm glad you pointed it out, Courtney, but everything you just said, Curtis, about how he's so competitive and he wouldn't let anybody be better than him, it explains exactly why he would be jealous. He's got to be jealous. I mean, like you said, he had all those other quarterbacks competing for his job for all those years in New England, and now he's got little, Drake Maye coming up and beating all his records. There is no way...
What records has he beaten, Chad?
As him, a human being.
Chad, what records has he beaten?
Tom Brady
highest completion percentage in a single season.
Younger QB to win a Super Bowl?
I will say, and Michael Maye has baked more this year than Giselle ever did.
There you go. He's winning there, too.
Yep.
Texter pointing out, this is bulletin board material for Vrabel. Brady hates us. Put that up on the bulletin board.
I don't think so.
Good job,
I don't
Texter.
think I'm going to make it to Friday with Ken this week.
It's good for Drake Maye. I think that's great bulletin board material. The greatest quarterback of all time is jealous of you.
There you go. Let's go to Christine in the car. Christine, good morning.
Good morning. So, Curtis, I love him probably almost, if not the same, as much as you do. I have defended, said everything. I'm like you. I will bleed for my eyeballs for that man. I mean, in every way. But I am a little disappointed. He could have just said, I played there for 20 years. The people there are great. I loved my time there. I'm so happy for the success of them. And, I hope it goes well. Something to that effect instead of saying, I don't have a dog in the fight or whatever, or to say, I haven't seen Drake Maye play. I don't know that I necessarily believe either of those things. So I'm just a little sad because, no, he definitely doesn't owe us anything. He gave us an incredible run. We would have never seen it, and we may never see it again for that long. Drake is awesome, and I'm so excited and so happy to be where we are and, frankly, shocked and thrilled about Sunday, get to have a party at my house again. But just a little disappointed.
Listen, I don't have a dog in the fight.
Christine, what's your top appetizer at the Super Bowl party?
Oh, my cousin is making her famous quesadillas. They're so good.
That sounds good. That sounds very good.
Hey, Courtney, real quick. Courtney,
yes.
I know I probably shouldn't say any of this, but I'm the mama from Old Orchard Beach that absolutely adores you, and screw the trollers. You got me, girl?
Oh,
screw
thank
the trollers.
you, Christine.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Can I just say one thing?
Old Orchard Beach, June 5th, right before Greg's Cornhole Tournament. That's the one road show that we have sort of locked in.
While Christine was talking, it made me think, a perfect comparison for me is David Ortiz, who works for Fox, MLB on Fox, and is constantly asked about the Red Sox. And
Great point.
Dies for the Red Sox
Bleeds
every single
Red
time.
Sox.
It is, especially when it's Yankees, Red Sox. There's nothing David Ortiz loves more than supporting the Red Sox on a national stage.
Right, and if David Ortiz was forced out at the end and won a championship with the Rays, he would have a differing opinion. Like, you made my point.
No, I didn't actually. I'm just saying you wanted to compare somebody who is what else does Tom Brady owe New England? What else does David Ortiz owe New England?
Well, he doesn't have a right to be angry because the organization supported him. They sent the freaking jet to save his life.
Neither does Tom Brady. If
yes,
he wants
they
to
forced him out.
If he wants to be angry at anybody, he should be angry with Robert Kraft, and he's not. He talks about how much he loves Mr. Kraft, how they're family over and over again.
Right, because he's a politician who's one of 32
owners.
Okay,
so what is it? It was a political take, or he doesn't owe us anything?
The David Ortiz comparison, David Ortiz was allowed to finish his career here.
I asked you one question, and then you went back to the David Ortiz thing. So is it that it was a political take, that he didn't want to hurt anything, he didn't want to say Seahawks or Patriots, or is it that he doesn't owe New England anything and he's pissed at the organization?
The comments publicly in support of Robert Kraft are solely there because
No, I'm talking about no dog in the fight.
Okay, you just said he praised Robert Kraft. I'm trying to make a point. He praised Robert Kraft, saying he loves him.
You make a point to make your point. Like, that's what you do. You move it around and take words from every single point. And then you just said Ken does that. You do that every single time.
I don't have a dog in the fight.
And you can laugh and you can make faces all you want. I'm looking at you directly.
I'm going to finish the sentence. Tom Brady said that about Robert Kraft because he's an owner in the NFL and he praises him. That's the only reason he does that.
Okay.
Robert Kraft has asked Tom Brady to come to Gillette Stadium numerous times and he'll only go if he gets paid. It's not real. It's just a thing you say publicly.
Okay.
You're hitting furniture here.
That was some goaltending, right?
Okay, we need to calm Curtis down.
Yeah, I don't really get, like, we don't need
David Ortiz was not forced out, so
we
he
know,
doesn't hate the team.
We know.
That's the difference.
But there's no difference when it comes to two guys who gave everything to this region and continue to do so over and over again. Don't go to Tom Brady doesn't owe us anything.
Curtis,
that's dumb.
Right.
Thank you.
David Ortiz, if Tom Brady was not forced to retire someone else and he won his 7th championship here,
my God.
he'd be saying different things.
Did Tom Brady make $100 a week to play for New England? Like, was he treated that badly for 20 years here? I'm just sick of, like, okay, yes, he took less money than he would have anywhere else. He chose to do that year after year after year, and Ty Law sits here every single time and says that Tom Brady shouldn't have done it because it hurt other players.
Brady sucks. Yeah.
So,
that's players union.
Nobody's saying he sucks. It's just this was not handled well. No dog in the fight. That is, boy, that
it's
cuts
dumb.
deep. That is sad.
I mean,
now,